Look at that. Delivered yesterday. Multi-million-dollar lot. The house got delivered yesterday. How cool is that? They'll be in faster than the average. You know, over the years, these prefab properties have really changed. Um, they're actually doing better because now it's built out of the elements, where conventional construction, the wood's getting rained on and the weather's beating it before you even get in there. And today, with the architecture of it, there's so many choices. I mean, you can have something and have it finished off and it looks like, an architect drew the plans. Well, technically they did. They do lay it out on a computer these days, but I just thought it was interesting because back in my real estate days, I watched these change over the years. So here's the side view. I just ran into one of the neighbors who is losing their view. And I can totally sympathize with that because I had that happen to me. I had a phenomenal view for 13 years. And then after hurricane hit, they started building. And by the time it was time for me to leave my house for them to do the lift of it, they were just moving in, right? But I still would have had some view in between the houses because I was going to be at a higher height. But I know how she felt. I mean, she just came out to walk the dog and it's like sheer heartbreak. I'm going to show you it from the other side. So here it is from the bay side. Now, mind you, where I'm standing, in a few hours when the tide comes in, this will be water. But there they got the dock. Something's going on, and it's going on close by to where I live. So give me a minute. Let me see what's happening. Okay. So not my place. I just wanted to check. I have some older neighbors, right? Some of whose phone numbers I have, or they have mine, for like just in case. So just wanted to make sure whoever's on my watch was okay. And I hope whatever they're here for, everything's okay. But anyway, so it got me thinking too. So I was talking to this woman, but talking about how I was talking to the mailman actually about how far those buildings have come and the way they're built and different things, right? But it also made me think about, think of it as yourself too, right? When you're building, you're on the inside, you're kind of doing your own thing, right? Because you're focusing your time and your energy on whatever you need to do to, get to the end game, whatever the goal is, right? Whether it's a business or something for your health or breaking a habit or whatever. You cannot do those things while everybody else is in your face, or being distractions, or maybe not necessarily wishing you well at the end of the day, because some of them, right? Because some aren't. I mean, they're just not. Some people just aren't going to be happy if you're happy. I don't know. They came to this world to just be miserable, I guess, and that's their prerogative, right? But when you're working on things like that, it's much easier. Not easier. It's actually a necessity. Let's look at it this way too. I've moved so many times over the years because of, the hurricane and having to go, this one was a winter rental and that and this and that, like so many times. And just moving from my hometown to here and different things. I've moved several times. And it's a lot of work. And I always get offered help, I do. But there's just some things, certain things, you just need to do yourself, right? And to me, that's one of them, because that's a big opportunity to really purge, right? Really go through your things in your life and decide, like, do I need this anymore? You know what I mean? What's the attachment to it? Did it serve its purpose? Can it have a happy home with someone else now, right? Whether it's clothes or, things maybe you don't use anymore, or something that got passed down and all, right? Because remember, at the end of the day, it's all energy. And you kind of need to make space for the new, right? I talk about that all the time. Now, if you've gone through this stuff and you have things ready to go, then by all means, ask for help. Who doesn't want some help loading up boxes and all? But there's always a deeper thing, with everything we have. Like, let's say you got something great coming right now, right? Let's say you can't wait. You're moving to a new home because it's your dream. It's what you want, or you're going to whatever, right? And you're so happy. But in the same respect, it's like bittersweet, right? You still have to grieve the part that you're leaving behind to get this upgrade, or this dream, or this wish, or whatever it is that, you either work so hard for, or waited so long for, or whatever it is, right? I'm just using the house as an analogy. Because remember, this is our home, right? We only get one. This is your home, your vessel, okay? It's your responsibility. 666 came, up this week twice. I gave the little girls in the coffee store a little lesson on 666 is personal responsibility. You know what I mean? People say, she goes, people will make us bring something else up if that's their number on their receipt. Anything, even if it's only a penny, they don't want that number. So I gave them a whole little talking about 666 and personal responsibility and different things, right? It's just no person, place, or thing is going to make you happy. That's your responsibility. Make yourself happy. People, places, things, substances it's not their job to make you happy. You have to be happy within and of yourself first, right? So, and me being an energy person, I am happy. I'm go lucky. But my mood can change all day long because depending on the energies that might be around me, right? And different things. That's why I keep my protection up, because again, it's an energy thing. When you're sensitive to energy and you read energy and you heal energy and you work with energy and different things, it's a big deal, right? My brother said to me, you could call me a little more often. Now, my family and friends, my closest friends, they know. I do not want to talk on the phone. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk on the phone. I've been like that since I was a kid. I want to see you in person. I don't want to talk on the phone. And then when I do, it winds up being a longer conversation because it's like a catch-up. But I'm not going to. My brother's like, that's why you call more often. But no, I don't need to know the same thing every day. Not if you're going to keep repeating the same thing, right? I call you 2-3 times in the same week. What do you got? What's going on? And you give me the whole story again about the stuff we already talked about. No, I don't need to do that every day. Nobody should be doing that every day, okay? Maybe get off the phone so that we could all get some shit done, right? And it just is what it is. It's really the only way that you can do things that you need to do for yourself is to have that alone time so that you can say, all right, what do I got to get done? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we all have shit to take care of, right? Paperwork, whether it is a spring cleaning, maybe your kid moved away to college or who just got married. There's always something to do. There's always things to clean out, pack up, process, make room for, put away, tuck away for another time or whatever. And I think a lot of people are afraid to take that alone time to get it done. But I promise you'll feel so much more better for it because you'll lay in your load tremendously. All right, gang. You all have a great day. Be safe. Be kind. Don't forget to smile. Take care. Until next time. Bye-bye.